Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first LM note in this inaugural season for this new Boiswego League. Today, I'm joined by Mickey Kap, Jordan Kaplan, and Mr. Stephen Wudy, Wudy. There we go. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
I'm good. I'm just ready to make Jordan my son again.
Woo!
Thanks. All right. I literally own you in every aspect. I own you in Fortnite. I own you in fantasy football.
Wait, where were you in the playoffs last year? Didn't even make it to the championship.
Dude, because you guys didn't tell me fucking rules that quarterbacks are just OP as shit. You guys have the Mickey rule book.
Man, all right. We like to see the intense beef happening already. It's good for the show, good for the views. But before you guys get into it or even throw some punches over the camera, you guys are gonna have to work together as a team. The first thing we're gonna be doing is seeing how well you guys know your league mates. So we're gonna play a fun little game called name that league mate, and we're gonna see how well you guys know your friends. Now, I think the fun aspect of this game is that Steven might not know all of the IU guys just yet. He might not know Ziggy, he might not know DB that well, and that's where Jordan, you can use your expertise of our friend group to help him out, and then likewise for the boys at home with Steven. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen here.
All right, Udi, let's get it.
All right, we got Bob Barker running the show here.
All right, so
the Jim Nowak script leak for us.
Here's all our boys. Can you guys see them okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He looks homeless.
So here are all the facts. Now, you guys are going to have to decide who's who. So first off, you're going to have to try and figure out who's each other's fact is. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. You guys can give hints. But we'll start by reading them all together. So, Steven, when you think you found Jordan's, let me know. Favorite type of movie is romance. Uncle is famous. First fish caught snapped their pole and ended up reeling in the other half. Can identify all 193 of UN member flags.
That's great.
Once dunked a kid in PE. Chipped his tooth on Hawaii vacation. Used to drag race as a kid. Had pet hermit crabs growing up. Watched his favorite team lose a Super Bowl in Steve's basement. Can quote the entire Justice League movie word for word for its 4-hour runtime. Daryl Morey replied to his tweet, like Ryan Catley, this guy has 2 dads, and favorite musical artist is Zach Bryan. So, Steven, who do you think Jordan's fact is?
I didn't know Ryan Catley had 2 dads, but I don't know. I feel like Jordan being from California, I feel like Uncle is famous could be I feel like that's such a California thing. I don't know though. That one sticks out to me though.
That's a good guess. Jordan, you want to give him a hint? Is that right?
That's not right, Udi.
All right, Steven, I'll give you 2 more guesses and then we'll just give you the answer, but
I don't know. I feel like Mickey Kap could have had hermit crabs growing up.
Oh no, this dude thinks I got crabs.
Jordan, is that right? No, doesn't seem like it.
I have not had crabs before. No.
All right, last guess.
All right, well. Definitely
didn't dunk on
anyone. Definitely did not dunk on anyone.
Dude. Udi, Lem knows I can hoop, dude. Ask Lem.
Nah, Lem says you're Mickey.
Lem can score on me.
Can you identify 193 of the UN member flags?
Fuck no, dude. I can identify like 2 of them.
I can't even identify one.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
All right. Steven, his favorite musical artist is Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan.
So
I could assume yours was like Yo Gotti.
There he is under here.
Dude, it's my favorite artist is Ice JJ Fish.
Oh yeah, he's W.
Oops. I don't know what I did there.
Come on,
all
Bob.
Right, Jordan, you're down there. So all right, and then Jordan, who do you think Stevens is? We'll give you 2 guesses for time's sake, and then you guys can start working together on everybody else.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Udi's an L, so he could have chipped his tooth. He was probably trying to do like a fucking trick shot and.
Wow! Bang! He got it.
That was it?
Yeah. Steven, how did you chip your tooth on family vacation?
Oh yeah, I was on family vacay. We were actually in we rented Terry Bradshaw's old house in Hawaii. This house is sick. I dove, literally hit my face first on the bottom of the pool and chipped my tooth.
I'm telling you, bro.
I have a cap. I have a cap on this tooth.
Woody was trying to show off and it backfired.
Yeah, facts.
Nice. All right. Well,
Dragon picture.
Steven, I guess Jordan knows you a little better than you know Jordan, but that's okay.
I didn't know
all the hours spent playing Fortnite together paid off for Jordan.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll.
I know the first one. I know who the first one is for sure.
Who do you think it is?
That is Ryan Lemmerman.
Is that really
Jordan, what do you think?
That is Ryan Lemmerman.
Lem definitely seems like that type of person.
Dude,
so yeah.
Lem watches The Bachelor. Right. He's a little zest ball.
All right. Lem, you hear that? You're zesty.
He's thinking of Bailey while he watches those.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Uncle is famous. Who do we think this is?
I have no clue.
But wait, I remember telling us Vaughn, but like I don't remember if it was a lie or if it was true or not.
If you've heard it from Vaughn's mouth, I feel like
no, but like I remember he was fucking with us about it though. Like he was just trying to. He was like, "You guys are so gullible." So I don't know.
Do you guys want a hint here?
Do we only get like one hint for the whole thing?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just giving it a free hint.
Every now and then, just every now and then.
The uncle's name is Dash.
Oh, it is Mihawk then.
All right.
Because dude, but then I remember Vaughn telling us like you guys are so gullible for believing it. Dash.
Well, apparently, if Vaughn lied on this thing, then
yeah, look up Dash Mihawk. He's like, I remember.
No, you can't be Googling it.
Look up Dash.
I remember him telling us like that exact. I won't Google, but I remember him telling us that exact story.
What is that? Like an actor or something? Who is that?
I don't know. Dude, the kid who dunked on a kid in PE is definitely Alex Nowak, bro. Because that kid.
Hell no.
That would be his like thing to be like proud of, because he's fucking.
Well, were their rims 5 feet?
That's what I'm saying, bro. In PE, it was probably
that sounds like an AJ thing or like a Brady thing. I feel like
we can wait on that. Let's wait on that.
Wait, you want to skip to the next one?
Yeah. Can we just see all the dude?
Oh yeah.
Can we see all of them again?
Yeah.
Wudy, do you know that watch his favorite team lose a Super Bowl?
I feel like that. Could be Al.
Who's his Patriots?
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably in the Super Bowl most often. Yeah, Alex is
maybe when they lost to the Eagles.
Is that what you guys are going with?
Alex is a good guess, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know Alex does not have 2 dads.
I know Ethan has a stepdad and Drew also has a stepdad.
I feel like if they say like Ryan Catley, then it's got to be Ethan.
Yeah, because I feel like Drew wouldn't be able to. Yeah. Any other? Yeah, I mean Ethan's the only one except Steve left who would know, and AJ doesn't have 2 dads, so that's probably a good guess.
All right.
I feel like Steve's the one.
Could Steve be Justice League? Because
that's what I'm thinking. Because this movie.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
And Amar's not in this league, so
Amar would be able to do the United Nations one.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Mr. Worldwide.
Daryl Morey, dude.
I don't even know who that is.
That's the Sixers dude, GM or
Oh
yeah, he's the Sixers GM.
Yeah. All right, AJ, can you scroll up?
Yeah.
All right, so what else?
Okay, so I know Kyle is either doing the fish or drag race, because Kyle's like an Indiana dude. That's what I'm thinking for Kyle.
Which one would you think would be more likely?
I don't know.
Also, if you guys have second guesses, I'm at the end. I'm gonna give you a chance to move stuff around.
Okay. I would say, can we see our options? Who's
People
left?
wise,
Yeah.
Oh, one of them's AJ.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I feel like AJ's the dunked on a kid or something.
Yeah, AJ would flex about that.
AJ would flex that.
Love showing his hoop highlights, dude. All right, we'll do that. That dude loves showing his hoop
Because he
highlights.
definitely would not do it in a real game. So just the fact that he did it, he would flex it.
Dude, but yeah, he's laughing. I feel like that's got to be him.
How tall is Brady? I feel like is Brady
No,
not...
but the thing is, Brady, I feel like Brady would also flex about that because he didn't play high school basketball, or maybe he played freshman year. So maybe this is like, I don't know, dude. Fuck. All right, United Nations. What the?
Yeah, that one I could not tell. I have no
clue. Dude, I feel like Coach Cole might be able to do that.
Coach.
I don't know though. I think that could be. Who are the options? I don't think it's Drew. I don't think it's Kyle. I don't think Brady. Definitely not.
Ooh, Evan, bro. I forgot one of these. Evan feels like a hermit crab kind of guy.
I feel like Coach Cole could do the United Nations.
All right. Is that your final answer? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Why do I feel like Evan's a hermit crab kind of guy?
Yeah.
He's either hermit crab or drag race, I feel like.
Dude, I feel like Evan would have like an exotic pet like that or something.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll go Evan for that. Dude, okay. Brady has to be Daryl Morey then. Brady's Daryl Morey 100%. I feel like.
I mean,
I don't think Drew. I don't think it would be Drew, and I don't think it would be Kyle.
I'd say none of the Oswego guys really like tweet like that. The only person I could see flexing like that is AJ, but like even still.
Nah, dude, Brady
like,
come on.
AJ doesn't tweet about anyone except the Bears. So
Brady kind of has twitch fingers out the wazoo, and the fact that it's basketball, I feel like it's got to be him. Okay, so we have Kyle and Drew. What are the last two questions, AJ? Fishing, drag racing.
Yeah, so used to drag race as a kid, and first time they went fishing, their pole snapped, and they ended up reeling in the other half.
Dude, I don't think Drew fishes, but I don't think he drag races neither, dude. I think Kyle would be. I don't know. I think Kyle would be fishing. I feel like Kyle's. But dude, what?
I mean,
I don't know, dude. I don't think Drew.
I don't know either of these guys. I don't really know him.
I would say
yeah, these are the two that Steven doesn't know too well.
I feel like
I don't know, dude.
I feel like this, like, I don't know. I feel like it's fishing has to be one of the IU guys because I can't picture like any of the SVU guys fishing and like that being their fun fact.
Here's the demographic. Kyle is from like Indiana and Drew's from Illinois. So I feel like Indiana would be drag race.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we'll do that. But I also don't think Drew's a fisherman, dude. I don't think he ever fished.
Well, I mean, it's a first time thing. Like,
yeah, I guess. All right, we'll just go with Drew for that
one.
Like,
I don't fish, but I caught a shark one time. So, like, it could just be like one of those one-time things.
All right. Yeah. Now we're going to go through all these, and you guys are going to determine whether or not you want to change them. You're going to have a second chance. Okay. So, do you guys think this is really Lem, the romance?
That is 100% Ryan Lemmerman.
Jordan, you think Vaughn's uncle's famous? Dash Mihawk?
And I don't think that's even his uncle, though. I think he lied on this, bro. Can there be like repercussion if he lied on this?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, Vaughn lives at one fob. All right. You guys think Drew snapped his line and reeled in the other half?
I mean,
that's either him or Kyle, I think.
Honestly, I don't like. I feel
you want
like
to keep it?
Guys.
Yeah, I guess we'll keep it.
All right.
It could have been Evan, though. I don't know.
Coach, 193 UN nations. You sticking with that, Jordan?
Yeah.
Once dunked on a kid. Y'all think I'm
exactly.
Y'all think I'm like that, huh?
Y'all think yeah, that's some yeah. That seems like an AJ thing.
Do you guys like how I gave you guys both pictures with sunglasses on? Because you guys are cool.
That picture's joining me.
He said we're cool.
Oh yeah. All right. Jordan, you stick it, or yeah, I guess you got this right. We already determined.
First try. Come on now.
Kyle, drag racing, keeping it.
I guess, yeah.
Hermit crabs, Evan.
That was Woody's guess, so we'll keep it.
Al, loser, Patriots, basement.
I
Yeah.
can't picture any other one being Al. So
All right. Mr. Movie,
yeah, that's gotta be Mr. Movie.
Twitter fingers, Brady,
100% Beatty.
two dads, Ethan.
No
Dude.
other. I mean, no other Oswego guy has two dads, or no
Drew
other
has
Oswego guy
two
even
dads.
knows Ryan Kately, and none of the others I know
That's what I'm
have two
saying. Yeah.
dads.
There's no way Drew would know. Ethan just gave it away, I feel like.
And we know Jordan. All right, you
Yeah.
guys ready for the moment of truth?
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to show you the answer key with no pictures, or do you want me to move the pictures to their correct spot?
You could just tell us.
You just tell us,
Okay.
yeah.
So I had the pet hermit crabs.
Oh, yeah.
You guys,
Oh no, I knew that.
That's crazy.
Dude, I thought it was like.
I thought AJ Bean topped somebody.
their names were Emerald and
Dude,
Big
it was
Poppy.
Brady that dunked on someone. Oh yeah, Vaughn.
I knew it
Vaughn's
was
Uncle
fucking Brady,
Dash, you
bro.
got that right.
Oh.
Lem's favorite movie is
Yeah,
Romance, you got that right. Ethan can identify all 193 UN flags.
Who the
That is
hell-
Ethan type shit.
Who knows Ryan Kately?
Dude, is it?
Brady was
That's
dunking
fun.
dudes in PE class.
We were
Steven-
debating on that one.
Yeah. we were
Cole was
close.
the drag racer. Actually, if you look at his sleeper name, it's like Drag Race Kid 32 or something like that.
Oh shit.
Dude, I knew those
Kyle's the
fucking
one
balls,
that's the fish broke his line and he just
Ah.
reeled in the other half. You guys got Al right. So what is that? 4 that you got right?
We got Steve
3.
right.
4 because you got Steven right.
Lem,
Jordan.
Vaughn. Yeah, we got Lem, Vaughn, Al.
Dude, can I
Al.
say something real quick, AJ?
Steve, you got right. So that's 5. Go ahead, Jordan. What?
I think that's bogus that you said like Ryan Kately. You threw. I know you threw that shit in there.
No,
Andre.
I didn't, because Drew Brown has actually played poker with Ryan Kately before. And when he won a hand, Ryan was like bitching and moaning or something. And Drew goes, "Bro, aren't you the guy with 2 dads?" Like, it was a chirp. It was a chirp.
Dude. I knew.
Yeah, I did not think
That
anyone.
didn't make
I thought
sense.
only Oswego
So-
guys were Ryan Kately.
Yeah, no. So he goes, like your buddy Ryan, I got 2 dads. So that was kind of funny.
Evan makes sense for Daryl Morey.
Evan's got the Twitter fingers as much as Brady does. So
Yeah.
that fits. And then
Dude.
took Steven a little while to get Jordan. So I guess you guys got 5 out of 12. That was pretty good.
I knew Kyle was fishing. I just didn't know who would have been doing drag racing. So that's why I just didn't know, like.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Hope you
dude.
all had fun. Hope you got to know your league mates a little bit more. Thanks for playing along. Hopefully the friends at home enjoyed and found that entertaining. I might look to do more bits like that throughout the year, but we'll see. Now we're going to move into the next segment, which is going to be grading teams. We don't have to go super in depth, but I'm going to click on a team. You guys are going to give them a draft grade and just give a point or two about, a mistake you thought they made or a good draft strategy that they employed or something like that. So first we'll start off with Alex's team. My Little Tony. What do you guys think of this team?
Does he have a hurt running back? Because if he doesn't, he's kind of.
Yeah.
He's got JT on the IR.
Yeah, but does he have?
Even still.
Wait, why did I think he had Kelsey for a second?
He took Noah. He picked up Noah Gray. Kelsey.
I know, dude. I don't know how I feel about that team.
If you had to give it a grade,
I
what are you
feel
giving
like
it?
he's got like a nasty wide receiver room, but it's RB.
I would give like a 4.55.
So you're giving it like
Are we doing
a
out of 10 or letter grades? What do we
letter
think?
grades.
A letter?
I'm
I would
saying
say,
like
like,
C
C.
plus.
C plus.
minus or I would say C minus.
What do you think was the worst pick he
We
made
just- like,
since just with the running backs? You think neglecting the RB room was
I don't know. Like, I mean, to be fair, no one really knows what B-Rob's like volume is going to be. So that could, like, I feel like he has a decent amount of upside.
I'm not
Not sure how much I like with Dalvin.
not being a biased Niner fan, but I do think Ayuk's gonna be good. Like when Purdy came in, he was feeding Ayuk. Ayuk is also in a contract year too, so I think Ayuk will be decent.
Yeah, I like McKinnon and Tony. I think one of those guys will be good. And
He's got a good wide. Yeah.
I
He's
think
got a
the
really good
only
wide receiver.
concern for him is his RB2. But if Taylor comes back, he's going to be dangerous. So
Who's his normal tight end?
His normal tight end was Taysom Hill, so his tight end kind of
That's
stinks.
what I was.
Oh, damn.
All
yeah,
right.
that-
Here's Ethan's team. I'm kind of pissed it doesn't have the team name because I can look at the. Let's see, what's Ethan's team name? We'll just go by matchups. Or actually, I can't really see that. Hold on. All right. Oh, here we go. The all balls, of course. Okay.
Ethan Allball.
Usual. I mean, from the split second I saw them, Ethan's team is stacked, but we all know Ethan. We all know he's gonna have that late season collapse. But like off like the rip, that team is really solid. In my
I think
opinion.
his team is sweet, but I think as soon as it starts getting into the bye weeks, like
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of depth.
Yeah, his depth isn't great. Like
I think
all right, but
his receiver depth's good, and I mean Cook could be good, but I don't know.
I think
Pickens will be decent, and Flowers might be. But what, Jordan?
I think if his team stays healthy, he's dangerous. But I mean, Henry could be hurt. CMC is very injury prone. Kittle's injury prone. Richardson has a lot of upside, but I mean, if he can't throw, he'll still have rushing upside. But I would give that team like an A-.
Yeah.
If they healthy, they're like an A+. But I think just with injury concerns,
I'd agree with an A- on it.
Yeah, I agree, and I think the X factor is honestly AR-15. All right, our next team is Lem, which is the trying to think. Mostert's Inc., which I love the name.
As a W team name. That's like the first W team name from Lem in the history of forever.
Yeah. What do we think of this squad? Tank.
His bench wide receivers are really good.
1 and 2 defenses is kind of crazy.
Deontay and Dotson.
I think Godwin's going to be a stud this year. Evans is bitching and moaning, and I think Baker.
He's got Jettis too.
Deontay.
I personally think this is
he's the usual. I love how he gives out popping passes.
I personally think this is like a lower tier playoff team, but I think Jettis can propel Lem pretty far, and he's got a good supporting cast.
Yeah. I'd say his is
Josh Allen's awfully good too.
I would say this is a similar team to Al's, but a little better in each area.
Yeah.
I think
what grade are we giving him?
I think Lem will have a decision for Michael Pittman. I mean, who knows what he'll be doing with AR? So I mean, Michael Pittman or Deontay. So I think that's like, I think that position is wide receiver 2 or flex, I guess, is like that's the position that's going to make him into the playoffs or not.
Yeah. What grade would you guys give him?
And we'll see. I'm saying a B+.
Yeah, I would say a B.
So who do you guys think wins that division, Ethan?
If his team stays healthy, Ethan easily.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think too.
Al is kind of always sneaky. Like,
yeah. All right.
You might think his team isn't like super great, but he always sneaks.
Man, just cut you off.
All right, next team is Stevens. Steven, what's your team name?
Saquon my nuts.
Yes, sir. All right, Jordan, what do we think of this team? Steven, we're not gonna you don't get any input. We're gonna grade your teams. Jordan, what do you think?
I love your running backs. I think wide receivers, Debo, I hope he has a good year. Just with such a stacked offense, like so many weapons on offense. I don't know what he's gonna do. Kurt, I like this year. And then Goddard, just a decent tight end. And then when Kamara, I didn't even see when Kamara comes back, that'll be big for you. And you'll probably run him at flex or run one of your running backs at flex, which is a good idea. You got 4 starting running backs on your team with Lamar.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite teams, I think. I think Gibbs has a lot of upside, and Lamar is always a fantasy dynamo. If Saquon's healthy this year, you're in good shape. I think your only downfall might be if the Saints have a timeshare, but I like that that's at your flex spot, and you have, and Jigba there, Jigga Igga Bigga, in case you need to in case they're splitting too much and not getting enough production there. But I mean, you're pretty solid all the way around. Goddard's always, just consistent, and Kirk's a sneaky good wide receiver too. I think that Jags offense is going to go this year. They're going to be firing on all cylinders. So
I would
it's a
say
good squad.
I would say Debo's your X factor. Like if he produces, like I think you have a very good chance of a title run. I think it's like he needs to produce though.
I think that paired with the flex spot, if you can get production from the Saints RBs or in Jigba, you'll be in good shape. I give it like a A- probably.
Yeah, I would say A- or a super high B+. I would say A-.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with my team. I just think like everywhere on my team, I'm just well rounded. Like I'm not super good
There's
at one thing.
No blaring weaknesses. There's no blaring weaknesses, but there's no like Jay Jettas. But everyone's good. It's just everyone's good, I like your team.
All right, my team. Have at it, fellas.
All right.
This dude's got slant boy.
He's got W receiver. AJ's like, I feel like AJ's team is just a big like. It's kind of, I feel like it's similar to your team, which we'll touch on later. It's just a big like upside team.
Like I think it's like boom or bust. Like I think Michael Thomas, especially with Derek Carr, if he stays healthy, he'll get you like 7 for 80 every week. Kelsey, stay healthy. If they don't go down early every game and have to throw, Connor will be decent. And Williams too is.
I say even just his 2 starting RBs are like 2 first, like it's both of their first years, like getting they're being the lone RB back there. So I feel like that'll be a lot like pretty promising for them. I think Pollard's gonna have a really good year.
Pollard was sick last year, even when Zeke played, but I think it'll be good. I know I read
a top 7 RB.
I know I read something they said they're not gonna they're kind of gonna use him similar to how they use Zeke and Pollard. Like they're not just gonna give him every single carry, but even though like he was still a stud when he was on 15 carries a game. So
yeah. What grade would you give me?
I'll give you a B+, A-.
I'd say similar, B+. I'd say
solid.
B+.
Solid. Yeah, I'm hoping those RBs will get it going as their bell cows hopefully this year. And hopefully Kelsey gives me a good floor.
Yeah. All
right, on to Steve's team. Let's see, what was Steve's team name? I don't know the names yet. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, what's under the towel? I love that.
Yeah,
that might be the best team name we have so far.
It probably is. However, I think this might be one of the worst teams I've ever seen Steve draft.
Wow.
Like, and Steve usually does draft well, but like you look at his bench, I think James Cook is the only. Oh yeah, true. Actually, Cooper Kupp.
If
Koopa Troopa isn't healthy, that team is maybe winning like 3 games.
Yeah.
If Cooper's healthy, I mean, I think it also depends on Josh Jacobs because he's in another contract year. Are they going to feed him again? We'll see. Kenneth Walker needs to stay healthy, but Jordan Addison is wide receiver 3 on that team behind Osborne, or maybe wide receiver 2. I don't know.
It'll probably be 2.
You also got to hope that Miles Sanders can stay healthy. Like,
yeah. Or Chuba doesn't cut into his action receiving.
True.
I will give, I mean,
with Cooper Kupp healthy, it goes up because, then you yank out Jordan Addison, which isn't a terrible player, but like, I just don't know how he's going to do on that Vikings team.
I would say if Koopa Troopa's healthy, I'd give him a B, but right now it's probably like a C-, C-ish.
I'd say if you just look at the starting lineup, I'd probably say a C. But if you throw Cooper Kupp into there, then I'm probably saying a B-, B. So I'm on the same thing.
I think I'd give Steve a B. Just all the way around. If the Kupp comes back and he's good, I think maybe we get into the B+ range. I like his team. I think Watson could be maybe not the best, but if he comes back and plays like he used to, you never know. He's got Jones as a backup. I think like Steve's team, I don't think it has the highest of ceilings, but I think it's got a good floor. Like these guys were good last year. Olave is going to get better. Hawk's always good. I think it really just boils down to Kupp being healthy and then what he can do with the flex. And I think Cook and Sanders, but he's gonna pick between those two, and hopefully they can provide him some production at the flex spot. I think he'll be in the playoff conversation. It's not a bottom dwelling team, but it's not a great team either.
He's running in the best division in the league. So
Facts. So Jordan, who do you think's winning our division? The Old Post Wildcats.
I would say not to like dick ride or anything, but I would say Wudy.
Yeah.
Udi's got like a good squad.
Literally
Everybody.
We'll see about that, Steven. You've had
be
my number a
no
couple
free
too many
wins.
times.
No free wins in that division.
I think everybody on Udi's team is just like I said earlier, they're gonna get you like 10 plus a game. I think it's more like I don't think there's as much like boom aspect, but I think there's like just every week he's gonna put up like 115, 120 points like minimum.
Yeah. All right, now we go to Brady Smokes, which I believe is still his team name, right? It's always Team Brady Smokes, right? Oh no, Belichick coaching tree. All right. What do we think of this team? He took Mahomes at the 2.1, which helped me a lot because Steven wanted him. I was able to trade up and get Pollard.
Yeah. I actually do like this team a lot.
His bench is decent.
Yeah, I think it's similar where a lot of his guys have a lot of high upside. Like his wide receivers, Ridley, like we don't like he's so good in like training camp. But I mean, you can't really say that just like translates to the games perfectly. But I mean, he has looked good.
Chubb is gonna have
that room is good. Like
Chubb's gonna have that floor where he'll get you like 15, 16 a game guaranteed.
Jordan loves some Chubb.
I don't know why he's starting Freiermuth over whatever his name is, especially if Cup's out. Yeah. Especially if Cup's out, but Brady does what Brady wants. And I think Mike Evans is, I don't know, he's in a weird situation because he said he's not returning, but also I think Godwin's taking over as wide receiver 1. So I think it's gonna be he's definitely gets touchdowns. I don't know if he'll get yards, but I think he'll definitely score.
Yeah,
I would give that team like a B plus probably.
Yeah. I mean, Terry last year, Terry was pretty wishy-washy. But now, I mean, with Sam Howell, I've heard a lot of good things about Sam Howell, but I've also heard a few people not too high on him. So I mean, it's kind of hard to judge Terry, but I mean, I like Terry in general anyway. So I think this team's pretty good overall.
Yeah. I'd give it like a B again, kind of like Steve for me. You guys seem to like it a little better than Steve's team, but
yeah, I'd probably go B plus.
All right. Let's see. Vaughn's next. His team name is Baker's Fan Club.
Mickey Mayfield's Fan Club.
What do we think of this team?
I mean, off rip, I think his running backs, especially with Rachaad White, are either like boom or bust.
Yeah.
I took Rachaad White in a lot of leagues, and I think he'll be decent. But Dobbins and Pacheco just came onto the scene last year, so I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
And I guess the same with Garrett Wilson. Honestly, I'm not the biggest, I'm a fan of him, but I think he was getting like overhyped. I don't know. In my opinion, I think he's been drafted early a lot. But
I agree. In every draft board, I thought he was taken early, but
yeah, I mean, I think this team could flop, but I also think it could be pretty damn good too. So it's kind of up in the air. I would give it a B minus, but I think Vaughn could prove me wrong.
I would say like B-ish, but I mean, there's the upsides there. CD's going to be good. Wilson, I guess with Rodgers, I guess we'll see. So
yeah,
I mean, his running backs are pretty pass catch heavy, or like they won't get a lot of volume, but they'll get a lot of like 3 or 4 receptions a game, or like decent amount of carries, decent amount of yards. Maybe not the biggest scorers, but
I don't think
it's a decent amount of points.
I'm just kind of interested to see how Vaughn does veering away from his Holy Trinity strategy that he employed the last couple of years.
I don't think Vaughn has like the biggest names, but I think they all could be decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We go B minus B on that too.
Now we're doing Jordan and the Upsiders. Is this kind of like the Outsiders movie? Is that where you got the name from? The Outsiders.
I mean, I just went with like besides Devontae and Keenan, like everybody on this team is either just going to be deep, like pretty good, or just
I
kind of
say I
ass.
feel
That's
his
why
team
I
name
put the
just
name.
matches team. So like Bijan Etienne. I mean, Adams is like he has that floor. I don't personally like Keenan. I haven't liked him the past few years. He's injury prone, and I feel like even when he is in, he will never hit like big. Pitts is
I go ahead, Steven.
I said Pitts is like you can never I can't really tell what Pitts is gonna do. I feel like everyone's high on him every year, but he just kind of like disappoints slowly. But he's not like bad enough where you drop him, but he's not good enough where like he helps you out a ton.
Yeah. I was in a league last year where they actually did drop Pitts, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, I think he'll bounce back this year. Hopefully, Ritter plays a little better and they get some more continuity in the offense with more weapons. But
Yeah.
I like the squad. I'm a little iffy about these guys, but I think this is a playoff team. I'd give Jordan a B plus probably.
I mean, I got Judy. I'm just like if
Yeah,
Judy,
Judy should be good too. He's wide receiver one.
I say Judy can slide into that flex pretty easily.
Yeah.
Or even I say
Yeah, no,
Judy.
I think this is a good team.
Yeah, I think Judy's gonna be pretty big for you if he can stay healthy.
I think your X factor is actually probably T-Law. If he can take a step up and be in, the elite upper echelon of quarterbacks, your team will be really good.
I'm excited to see Bijan.
Yeah,
I mean,
that too.
really high on him, but I mean, it's the Falcons, so.
I mean, I didn't really want him. Cheetah Kai took Diggs right before me, and I was like hoping for Diggs, and I was like, you know what, like just take a fucking flyer on Bijan.
I'd probably go B plus as well. I'd probably say B plus as well as what AJ said.
Steven, who do you think wins this division? I think Jordan probably, or maybe Brady.
I'm probably go Jordan.
Yeah, I think Jordan wins.
Brady.
I actually think it goes Jordan, Vaughn, Brady. I don't know. All right.
I think Jordan, Brady, Vaughn.
Yeah.
But.
All right. Kai. Cheetah Kai and Skip a Cole, Coach Cole.
Team Kyle Zags. Diggs and Among Us are two. That receiving core is at least is two star receivers, like an A plus. D Hop, I guess we'll find out what's good with him and Tanashit. But yeah, I think the running backs, I've heard Mixon is, at least I think Mixon's on the decline and on his way out. And then Cam Akers is in a very shitty offense right now.
Yeah, his last three games though last year were unbelievable.
I agree. I think
Can you guys hear me? I'm breaking up with y'all.
AJ Brown was decent, but like it's I think it depends on I think it all depends on quarterback play.
I mean, but you see AJ Brown go to the Eagles and he lights it up. Like, it's a different guy.
I do think that'll help. I think that'll help both Henry and D Hop though, benefiting that because I mean last year they had no receivers.
Yeah.
But I think D Hop being there opens up a little more of both. But I would give. I mean, Among Us, St. Brown, and Diggs are solid. I'll give that team a C just based on C plus, just based on the running backs.
Yeah, Steven. I mean, go to his bench. I want to see like. I mean, yeah, I don't really see someone like. I don't really see someone that can like slide into that flex. I feel like once the bye weeks hit, like he's gonna struggle when people like aren't playing and he's got to sub someone in. I thought
Kyle did a nice job drafting, but I think the team lacks a little bit of depth, and I'm a little sketchy about their running backs as well. I think Cole could possibly provide some expertise in free agency, and hopefully this team uses their fob well.
Yeah, I'd say a C plus. I might be able to go to B- if D Hop ends up being good, but I mean, it's just the Titan.
I think D Hop's the X factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
On the
his
bench,
team
there's
does
really-
kind of. I feel like it's going to rely on D Hop.
There's really not much on the bench that can, like you said, slide into the flex. I think D Hop plays a huge role on that team.
I mean, his RB3 is what, AJ Dillon?
He'll get you like 8 points, 7 or 8
Yeah.
a week, based on his receiving ability. But
Yeah.
All right, Just Druzer. What do we think of this guy?
Not
He's
gonna.
got Rodgers.
I'm a fan of this team.
I like this team a lot too, actually.
Fan of this team.
yeah, Algier,
like
he's got decent depth too. Running backs, especially. I mean, Algier, if Bijan goes down and Antonio Gibson,
Davis could be good.
Yeah.
Tank Dell, I heard, is going to be decent.
Waller should be good.
I like
Like-
that team.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
is a
I
good
feel like
team.
it's similar to mine in the fact that like it's just good all around. I think where the difference between his team and my team is that his like wide receivers might get a few more points than mine, but I feel like whereas quarterback, I'm a little better. But his like
Yeah.
he's just kind of the same where like you look at his whole team, it's all double digits. I feel like he'll be that like the whole year.
I think Mike Williams plays a pretty big role. He's either like boom or bust, I feel like. Like I feel like he's never just like a consistent 15. He'll either have like an 80-yard touchdown. He's just a deep play threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Mike Williams needs to stay healthy, and then Ramondre, I think, will be decent, but who knows? Who knows how they're going to use him after they brought in Zeke. I think maybe Zeke gets more goal line touches, or I heard he's involved in the pass game, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
Grades.
so I'd give this team a B plus.
I would say B plus too.
I think I'd give it an A minus. I think Drew did a nice job.
You could convince me to bump it up, but I think Mike Williams is the X factor in that one.
All right, and last but not least, how about the Russ Sexuals, Evan Wurzy? What do we think?
I mean, personal belief, I hate Dameon Pierce. Like I that's nothing against Evan at all. I didn't draft him in many leagues. I just don't think he provides PPR upside as much as other running backs do. I think both of his running backs are more of just like standard formats because they brought in Jahmyr Gibbs, and I don't think, David Montgomery's as good as a pass catcher. But I mean, I think if Pierce and Montgomery can catch like 2 or 3 passes a game, that'll be huge for his team.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have Dameon Pierce as a decent RB2, and then I'd have David Montgomery maybe as like a flex or an RB2.
Yeah.
So and then his
I think-
RB is Rashad Penny and Chuba, or Roshan Johnson, I guess, but we don't know how he's going to be used or how his role is going to grow.
Yeah.
that
I think
team sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think that Evan had, of the first 3 rounds, I think he won the first 3 rounds. I think nobody had a better first 3 rounds than Cheetah, Hurts, and Andrews. So I think he knocked it out of the park there. But then I think, after those 3 rounds, we kind of saw where, Evan's still a rookie and he's got some room to grow. I think, these aren't bad picks. This is still a solid team, but we'll see how he manages it. I know in fantasy basketball, he's one of the best in-season managers. So we'll see how, this team changes over time. But overall,
If it gets to bye week, I think his bench is like boom or bust.
Yeah.
Or like his bench is either going to help him big time or they're going to struggle and he's going to drag him down.
Yeah.
And I think one big thing for his team is like his running backs. I feel like if they rush for 60 yards, they only have 6 points. So like I said, I think their receiving is going to be huge for those two.
I think Monty might get some goal line touches. He'll probably have to live off that.
I think so, but I don't think Pierce or Montgomery. I mean, Houston brought in Devin Singletary, so we'll see how they use him too. So
yeah, what grade are we giving?
C. I would give him a C.
I'd say a C. I mean, when you have the core of Hurts, Week, and Mandrews, like
it's hard to hate that team. They can carry the
those
team.
three alone are going to get like 60 plus a game probably.
Right.
I think
I feel like those 3 guys
else.
can like carry you so far, but they can only carry you so far when the rest of your team I don't think is great.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a C plus
I think the
because
support cast is big.
Steven, I think I have to agree. I think that's what I would give it. And I think, we'll see. We'll have to see where this team goes. I think
that core is
Lockett,
so strong.
if Lockett gets enough target share, or Penny, or like if Swift gets hurt, then he'll be in a lot better shape. I also think Cooks will be better than a lot of people are giving him credit, even though he's the old guy. But we'll see.
I think Cooks is a big pickup. I mean, he's wide receiver 2 in Dallas, so
He's
Yeah.
always he's a sneaky wide receiver. He's always been that way.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks guys for your analysis. Before I let you go, what have we got to say about your guys' matchup? Who's winning? Talk it out, hash it out. Let's see you guys scrap a little.
I mean, I'm always gonna back myself. It's obviously gonna be a close one. I think we're pretty evenly matched in a lot of departments, but I mean,
what can we expect from your team, Wudy? What can we expect?
I think it's like I said earlier, it's just a kind of a big minimum 110-point kind of game. So if anyone on his team has a drop off or doesn't perform well, I think that's where my team takes advantage of it.
Jordan, what can we expect from you?
yeah, I mean, I don't really genuinely, I don't know what to expect. That's why I picked, ETN, Pitts, and Bijan. But if my team all plays well, I think we're gonna punch Udi in the mouth. I like to, stay humble, but I mean, I feel like we just all gotta. I feel for both sides. I mean, it's week 1. You have no clue what's gonna happen. Everyone in the NFL is in different spots, trades, free agency, whatever. So I think everyone's going to know a little bit more about their teams in week 2 or 3 than week 1. So I think this game is really up in the air.
Yeah. Well, thanks guys. Good luck to both of you, and good luck to everybody watching from home. I hope you enjoyed this first edition of the LLM Notes here in the Boiswego League. I'm really excited to get this inaugural season kicked off, and can't wait to make a lot of memories with you guys and let this be the beginning of something very big and something that hopefully lasts a long time. So love you all. For those in Oswego, I miss you guys. Steven, miss you out there in South Carolina. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.